welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. We're excited to be here. A couple of teams prepared for a showdown to see who will emerge as victors in today's IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the James Madison Dukes offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Barnett. Got his man in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Kent State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Harris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the golden flashes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Kyle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Dukes are marching down the field. On the move, it's Knight.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab. It's Sanchez. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
There he goes. a point after the first score of the game.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Dukes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Turning it on! He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Golden Flashes are on the move. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Quarterback sneaks ahead, and he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
There is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for room, it's Knight. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the right. Complete in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Dukes are rolling down the field. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Gets it out fast.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Dukes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Direct snap. That's a foul on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Second down, he'll throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harris.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That's caught. It's Martin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll do it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Martin. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got it in the middle with Sanchez. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Snagged in the middle, it's Ellis. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Sanchez. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Breaks into the open. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the golden flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. The short hands, it's Knight. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the pass?
On the sweet spin, and he's free. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Knight.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Coming out with it, it's Clark. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And the returner goes down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Catch in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The sure hands, it's Martin.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Golden Flashes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
With the catch, it's Harris. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got his man quickly. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Dukes will punt this one away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hicks. He's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the golden flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Running to Green. Turning it on. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
From the red zone, it's Hicks. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Hicks. Touchdown, Kent State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The give from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Ellis. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Grab near the marker. It's Berry. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Motion from the wideout. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense, doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
On On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the golden flashes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, golden flashes! They move on top here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker, it's Sanchez. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Sanchez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And right there you're seeing why a lot of guys like to call draws and screens when it's 3rd and long. The defense is thinking you're taking a shot deep down the field, but if you spit it out quickly to a wide receiver in the perimeter and you find a few blocks, he gets a crease, then he takes off with the speed, and you still find a way to not just get the first down, but generate an explosive play.
A little release to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
On the run, it's Knight. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Ellis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And the Dukes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Using his legs, it's Martin. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Fighting off the defender. Picks up the first down, still moving. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Berry. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, good. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Hauls it in.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Touchdown, Dukes! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. He makes the grab. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.